Why do teachers not get paid for overtime? Have a look at this table just here. As you can see, nurses get paid £16 an hour, but they get paid £32 an hour for doing overtime. Doctors get between £150 to £200 an hour overtime. Firefighters get £27 an hour overtime. Police get time and a half or double time. And then accounts or private sector get anywhere between time and a half and double time as well. But teachers are expected, and it hides behind directed time, that's how they get you. On average, teachers are working anywhere between 50 to 60, maybe even 65 hours a week, but they're only getting paid for 37.5 hours a week. Now, if you are a teacher and you know this information, but you're still working those extra hours, you're an absolute melt, as the kids say these days. Can you see what's happening here? You are literally doing stuff for free, putting other people's kids first over your own, if you have children. And even if you don't, what could you do with that extra time? Are you the sort of person in your friendship group that cancels or says you can't do things because you've got to teach and you're allowed to go on holiday at certain times? I mean, wow, what are you doing? Seriously, you are such a drip. You are such a mug. By the way, I am speaking to you if you're a teacher and you know this information, but I'm also speaking to my past self. I was a teacher 11 years ago, and this was exactly me. I knew that I was working for free. I was working over the weekends, marking books, doing planning, doing reports. I was working after my shift had finished. I was going home when the cleaners were getting there, sometimes staying whilst the cleaners were there, just because I was scared to quit, or just because I was scared not to do enough work in case I got put on a PIP or something like that. Now, the good news is there is also a chance for you to escape the education system or get around this. First of all, I'm going to give you something right now. Look at this big list just here. This is a list of all the jobs you shouldn't be doing. So if SLT or management or HR give you things to do, check against that list just there. And if any of those things that they ask you to do is on that list, you don't do it. You refuse. And you've got to have the stones, the confidence to refuse, okay? You're allowed to. It's within your remit. Also, if you are a bit scared, you need to make sure you make a note of every single time SLT, HR, management, deputy, the principal, whoever makes you do something and you refuse to do it, just make a note of it, because if you go against their bidding, they could potentially make life a little bit difficult for you by giving you the bad classes or the most misbehaved kids, extra work to do. They might take a TA away from you, just like what happened to this lady here.
That was my first choice. I got told that no, I couldn't do year 6 because my marking wasn't always up to date. And so she's put me in the classroom that is directly opposite her office.
Move your classroom so they're outside.
And at first I was like,
teacher's classroom.
Okay.
What, to like?
Oh, yeah.
So if you are a teacher and you're working 60 hours a week, you times 60 by 39, which equals 2,340 hours per year. That's an extra 1,072 hours that you as a teacher shouldn't be doing a year. Meaning if you multiply 1,072 by, let's say, £16 an hour, you realise you're literally missing out on £17,152 per year. That's how much of a mug you are, financially speaking. Again, just to reiterate this, I'm talking to my older self. Also, if you're aware of all this, but you are still continuing to work in the classroom and say, oh, it's for the kids. Oh, it's for the... Yeah, okay, cool. Pay those bills with love. Say, oh, hey, water bill, man. Hello, Severn Trent. Listen, I did 5 hours extra this week. I didn't get paid for it, but, you know, I did it because I love the kids. They're amazing. Can I pay the bills with love? What? No? Okay. Let's just be practical, shall we, just here. Stop hiding behind that. You're just doing it because you're scared to do something different. And you think that is all you are, just a teacher, when you're not. Look, this is probably a really, really hard-hitting conversation, and I make no apology for this. You do realise that you do have the skills to do something different, whether that's be a consultant in education, whether that's be a sports coach, whether that be a private tutor, whether that be a workshop provider for children in schools, helping them with their confidence or resilience. You do realise as well, speaking of tutoring, you could be a life tutor. And life tutors, I say life tutor, it's like a life coach for kids. They charge anywhere between £70 to £250 an hour. So do the math. If you were to charge £75 an hour, do the maths on 8 clients a week. Just do it, and just do it now. Just get your calculator out, get your phone out, and just do 75 times by 8 times by 4 and see what you come out with. But don't look at the number that you come out with at the end. Look at the amount of time you're spending a week. 8 hours compared to 60. So it's up to you. Do you want to be one of those toxic little old haggard teachers in the corner of the staff room, effing and blinding, wishing they'd doing something different with their life until they're 67 and living regret? Or do you want to use the life you've got right now to make a change, not only in your life, but other kids' lives as well? And also be a positive role model for your children if you do have children. Bit of a tough video to watch today, guys. Only some people will get this. Some people will be agitated and angry and leave horrible comments, and that's okay. That just shows them about their psychology and their experience of life. But other people get inspired and think, if he can do it, why can't I do it? Now, if you are interested, then I've obviously got a breakdown of how it works. I've been in it for 11 years and I'm quite successful at it, okay? I've just come back from Miami, as you just seen in the last video, delivering a talk in Miami at an education conference, which was really, really fun. However, if you want to see how other teachers are doing this, then just drop me a message saying teachers, and I will inbox you full of videos of how other teachers are getting success from this. For example, Kirsty just here, she managed to make £7,160 after joining the program in May, June, July, around about 3 months or so. That's what she got because she just learned how to do it, applied it. She had a network of people that wanted to work with her, and now look at her. She's working in schools as well. She's doing absolutely amazing. So if you want to stay as you are and be stagnant, that's cool. If you're not willing to invest time and money in yourself, then you will just be exactly as you are. As the famous Tony Robbins says, what does he say? That what is not growing is dying. So are you just gradually dying and fading away, or are you actually doing something worthwhile with your life? Hard hitting, I know, but sometimes we just need a bit of a shake up, don't we? In the meantime, have a cool day, and remember, you are worth more than what you're giving to yourself right now. Peace.